Hi, this is Ashley Victoria Robinson from the Popverse, coming to you live from San Diego Comic-Con with my good friends Joshua Williamson and Daniel Sampere. Did I get that kind of right?
Yeah.
The team behind Dark Crisis. So, my first question has to be, Dark Crisis on Infinite Earth?
Yeah, that's right. The Infinite Earths are back. That's the big thing that we revealed today, and that's like one of the big twists in the book once you get to the midway point. And we've been keeping this title secret this whole time. We never told anybody what the title was because we knew once people knew that was the title, it kind of gave away a big part of the story.
How long have you been doing this to us? How long have you known?
A long time. A long time. Yeah. We've been working on the book for a long time, and so, I mean, I've been working on it for a while and developing it for a bit, but yeah, it's been a bit. So it was hard keeping it secret, but here we are. We don't have to keep it secret anymore, and it's out there.
Yeah, we did it.
We did it.
Yeah. What kind of responsibility is there making a direct sequel to the first and greatest event of all time?
All the responsibility.
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
really,
like everything is responsibility, but it's also excitement and honor, and it's like the best for us. We're huge fans, so it's like the biggest opportunity for us, and it's fun, you know. It's an honor.
Yeah, it's an honor. It's very intimidating.
Wait, you said fun. Mm-hmm. Crisis on Infinite Earths is full of death.
Oh, yeah.
So less death in Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths?
We did kill the Justice League at the very beginning, so
It's a start.
we started off in that spot, but we started off with a lot of death, and I think some of the stuff we want to talk about is death in comics. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's not going to be too much more death since we started off in that place. I mean, we made this joke earlier, but it's like I wanted to call it Happy Crisis in the beginning, and that was not going to work. So, yeah, there won't be too much more death. Maybe, you'll see.
Well, I have seen a panel that seems like you might be doing some Blackest Night vibes. Confirm, deny?
Well, I was talking more about the kind of big event, but yeah, maybe there's a little bit of it there.
Yeah, I love that event too, and so there's definitely some stuff that ties in with that for sure.
Further to the green, what's up with Super Swamp Thing? Swamp Man? Swamp Man?
Swamp Thing. Yeah, I don't want to get too much into spoilers on that,
Yeah.
but we're doing a one-shot that comes out in October, and it's called The Deadly Green. Mm-hmm. It's being written by Ram V., Alex Packnadil, and Dan Waters, who in the last year have been really working a lot with Swamp Thing, and they've been working a lot with Magic and Justice League Dark, and we knew that we wanted to bring that in, because part of Dark Crisis has been about bringing in everything from the DCU the last few years, and there was no way we could leave out that piece, and so we wanted to bring in that piece, and one of the things we revealed today on the panel was that the Deadly Green is actually not about Swamp Thing. It's about the idea that, like, if you go back and look at Crisis on Infinite Earths 12, part of that was that Alan Scott was using his ring and part of his connections to Magic to combat some of the things that were happening at the end of that book. And so in Deadly Green, the hero is John Kent, Swamp Thing, some members of Justice League Dark, and John Constantine. They are going to go inside Alan Scott's ring because they believe there's a possibility that you can find a connection from his ring to the Great Darkness. And so they want to speak directly to the Great Darkness, so they try to use that as the path to get there. And that's why it's called the Deadly Green, because they have to go into something that is green, but there's going to be some deadly stuff going on.
There's going to be some yellow.
Yeah. You'll see. But yeah, then
Not Alan Scott's weakness. I know. Don't tweet at me.
yeah, it's not his weakness at all. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, but there are interesting connections between the green, and Alan Scott has had Magic connections before too, and but with the Super Swamp Thing stuff, I mean, again, not to get deep into spoilers, but that idea is that, there will come a moment where John is going to need some help because his weakness is Magic, just like his father. Mm-hmm. So for him to go and have to confront some Magic stuff around people who are Magic based, he needs to call on Swamp Thing's help to do that.
So I want to ask both of you, of all the characters that you get to play with, because the Justice Society is here, everyone who's not currently dead is probably involved. Who was the most fun to get to fold into the story?
For me, it's Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah,
I'm a huge fan, and when I had the chance to draw them all, it was like amazing to me. It's an easy answer for me, Green Lantern Corps, but also it was a huge moment for me, the JSA comeback.
Yeah.
Of the Green Lanterns, who's your favorite to draw?
Hal Jordan.
Nah.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever, in all my time at DC, I've only written Hal Jordan maybe like a very small handful of times, and every time I get to write him, usually with Barry or somebody else, and here, getting right in Hal in the story has been really great. It's like, it's interesting to start writing him and hearing that voice kind of immediately, But yeah, Hal Jordan is great, writing Wally West again, and John Kent has been really great. Yeah. There's a lot of, it has a lot of characters in it. Like it's a very full cast. I mean, really, it's tough when we talk about who it stars, because I really do feel like Dark Crisis stars like everyone in the DCU, you know? I think that's really the thing that's the most fun. And you said this in the panel earlier. It's like, I think the most fun thing about Dark Crisis is getting to see those characters interact with each other, and maybe some characters you've never seen interact with each other. I think that's the stuff that's really fun.
So coming to you from Team Kyle Rayner, I do have to ask, since you both have such an affinity for Hal Jordan, is that why he has a bit more prominence, at least in the first couple issues that we've seen so far? Or was that...
Kyle or Hal?
Hal.
Yeah, well, because Hal was not in the original Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yep.
And so I wanted to bring him in for that. But also Hal hasn't really had a spotlight in a little bit. And I felt like it'd be interesting to use him in this story. But, Kyle's in the story, too, just for you.
Oh, the crab mask is there. You
did
right by me.
Yeah. We went and got Kyle back. We brought him in. So, yeah.
Can you talk to me a little bit about what it's like for you to collaborate together? Like, are we full script? Do you get to note on formatting? How does that work?
I'm definitely full script, because I personally feel like when I'm not writing full script, I'm not giving my all, And it's like, I understand that works for some people, and that's awesome. And I have friends that do plot and different formatting. But for me, it's like, it's the best way for me to get all the ideas on the page. But the thing with that is that I feel like it's a partnership. So I put those ideas on the page, and it's up to him to take those ideas and flesh it out into something great. And that's what he does. And then it becomes a conversation between the two of us after that.
Yeah. The great part is that full script doesn't mean close script.
Yeah,
so it has,
that's great.
Yeah, it has
that is a good soundbite.
All the info. And it's very helpful to me to understand exactly what's going on, what the characters need to feel, and the same at the exact time. Even the dialogue lines help a lot to understand the acting that I need to put on the page. But anyway, there's a lot of room to talk about it and create ideas together. So it feels like a real collaboration, and it's the best way to do the best comic possible. We need to really. I don't know how to say, to mix our ideas together to do the best comic.
So I love to ask artists this. Are you your own reference for some of the poses?
No, well, just the hands, I'm not that
Whose hands are you? Whose hands are you in the book?
all of them. but my girlfriend is almost every female character.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah. She's been all of it, from the Action Comics run. She's Lois, she's Wonder Woman, she's Harley Quinn, she's...
Nice.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Are you both going to be making cameo appearances at some point in the book?
I feel like we should in issue 7. Then
Yeah.
I feel like we should. There's a couple people I want to have cameos in 7. So I feel like we should try to find a way to fit us in there. Yeah.
A couple people?
I can't say.
I know you can't spoil anything, but are there any Easter eggs or specific moments or maybe specific issues that you want readers to pay a special attention to?
I mean, can I say all of them?
You can.
I feel like we have a lot of really big stuff coming in the book, and I think, I could tell you a little bit about every issue, It's like with issue 3, we have the JSA coming back, and then issue 4, that's when we have the Infinite Earths coming back. In issue 5, we have that version of the Justice League from the World of Justice League, they're coming together. And then in 6, we have some really big emotional moments and really massive, crazy fights. Yeah.
Of all the Infinite Earths, was there one that you knew you wanted to focus or highlight or absolutely say was brought back?
I can't say yet. We had dinner the other night. We were talking about this, and there's a lot of them there's going to be some new ones, too, that are really exciting.
Ooh.
So there's a lot of stuff in there. Yeah.
That multiversity map's going to need an update.
Yeah. I mean, we're definitely keeping that map, and this is the idea that it's like that map is maintained, and then on the other side of the barrier is where these worlds are growing out. Yeah. So and that map will power the rest of it. That's a big spoiler, but that's basically what's happening. Yeah.
I was like, that sounds very interesting. Now, I know we've been talking a lot about licensed comics, but everybody starts somewhere trying to create their own. For anybody who's watching who wants to create their own comics, what is your best piece of advice for them?
Oh, that's a hard question. It's just to put your best on it, have passion for the work. Sometimes it's hard, but it pays off at the end if you just do your best and have passion for what you do. I think no one draws or writes comics if not have the passion,
Yeah.
This is a passionate job. So follow your instincts and your ideas and just go for it.
Yeah, I remember to take your time with it and don't rush yourself. But I mean, I think at the end of the day, it has to be something that if you were a reader, would enjoy. You have to be able to love. You would have had to have loved it too, because if you don't love it that way, that means there's a problem. So yeah.
Well said. And then, because here at the Popverse we celebrate the best in TV, comics, and movies, what is something that you are each geeking out about that you're not working on?
You mean for comics or TV?
Anything, whatever. What has you inspired?
There's a lot of really great comics right now. You know, Scott Snyder released a bunch of new books this week that are really great. I finally finished Stranger Things season 4 on Sunday night, and I'm like a little obsessed with it. It's like it's gonna haunt me for a while. Yeah.
I'm catching up on Stranger Things too,
Okay.
and The Boys.
Yeah.
yeah.
And comic books. I take the chance to recommend Many Deaths of Lila Starr.
Oh, it's great with Rom.
I just read last week
It's
and
really
was
good,
like, this is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then lastly, can you let us know where we can find you on social media and how we can support Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths?
You can meet me on Twitter at Williams_Josh, and then also Instagram, which is Joshua Williamson.
Yeah, my Twitter it's Sampere, low bar. How do you say?
Underscore.
Yeah,
Underscore art, and Instagram it's Daniel_Sampere_art.
Great.
All right.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.